Alright, so this stream is for educational purposes only, not financial advice. No promotions offered. So let's go. Just education.
Staring down at your feet, that old bench your trusted seat, wanting for things to change. Life became wicked and strange.
Yo. Mr. Majid. Bro, don't even start, bro. Don't even start, man. Talk about Mr. Majid. Don't even start, bro. Mr. Majid. It's too early for that kind of stuff. Mic ain't working. Let's see. Yo. Girl said mic ain't working. Alright, let's see. Yo. Alright, cool. Yeah, the mic should be good now, bro. Bro, talking about Mr. Majid. Way too early for that, bro. Way too early for that. Mr. Majid. It's good now? Alright, cool. Let's see. I got a whole new setup. Why is this thing so bright? Let's see. This thing is way too bright over here. Too dark. Alright, let's go, bro. We got work to do. Let's see YouTube. What's going on YouTube? Yo, Ababal. What's up, Ababal? Hey, bro, your name, what language is that? Is that, Russian Christian, what's up, Christian? Pullback farming, yeah, we gotta see. Man, I was holding this position. You know what? I was holding this position, bro, on Friday, and this thing came. I closed half the position. This thing came and stopped me right here on Friday, and then this thing just kept coming down today, which is crazy. Just got on and saw that this thing went down. I don't know. Was there like some news or something? I feel like there's some news or something, bro. What happened? Man, how you guys been? Christian, you got that new account? You got that new account or what? Andre, what's good? Glad to see you too, bro. Man, you guys are still locked in. Let's go. You guys are still locked in. It's Josa. It's bro. I don't know how to pronounce that name, bro. I don't know how to pronounce that name. I don't know how to pronounce that name. Man, this position, I'm telling you, on gold, man, I can't believe it went back to this. It seemed like it went back to supply. It went back to supply and then it just fell off. Yeah, man, I can't pronounce that name. I've not seen you come live on TikTok for some time now, cause I was moving. I'm in Jamaica right now. Man, these mosquitoes ain't no joke. These mosquitoes ain't no joke. I'm in Jamaica right now. All right, let's see if we could do some fresh analysis on gold. Gotta do some fresh stuff on gold over here. I got a new setup, so I gotta get used to all this stuff all over again. Yeah, bro, but I've been moving, so we locked in now. We are locked in. We got the internet fixed, no lag, no issue. Man, honestly, on gold, I want to see this thing maybe sweep this level. I'm gonna be careful on buys until we can maybe, sweep this level over here. We still got some lows over here that can be swept. We got all these lows over here that can be swept, so we got to be super careful on gold. So what I'm gonna do right now is wait for some structure to anticipate more sells. And that's what I'm gonna do. I expect a further dip during US Open. Yeah, why not? This thing is already going down anyways. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna wait on some resistance. Maybe we could get a nice continuation setup. Yeah, I still feel like this thing can clear some more lows, because right now, it only took this low over here. So we got work to do. It only took this low so far, so you still got all this thing over here. So I'm still anticipating for gold to, maybe, sweep this level. So maybe this could be some target if there is a continuation. But we gotta wait right now. So we got some more waiting to do. Got some nice support. So let's see. Let's see what happens. This drop is because of Trump news. I don't know. I just got on. Let's check Forex Factory. I don't see any news over here. Maybe, it doesn't even have to be. It doesn't even have to be a red fold or anything. Maybe some small talk, like anything. Because, once you see the other peers start moving, like everything just, like, look at this thing, So there has to be some news. Like if you guys are on like Twitter or whatever, look at the news section. Let's see. All right, 6 minutes ago, 47 minutes ago, underlying inflation pressure for UK have continued. Blah blah blah. US Treasury Secretary Brennan they decide once are decoupling. Okay. So we got some red folder right here. So you gotta just go through this thing. 314 U.S. Treasury Secretary Bezin, neither side wants decoupling. Okay, so trade issue over here. Their father's land. What day is today? The 12th? Yeah, we got news over here. You know, we would like to see China more open to U.S. goods. A lot of trade talk, bro. At 3:15, they need to sleep. Need to go to sleep. Do this stuff in New York, bro. This thing needs to be happening in New York. The other one? Which other one? Mm, 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 mm. Underlying inflation pressures for UK have continued to fall. Is right for you the China one? The China one. Let's see. I saw that this one was talking about China. But this one was like 8 minutes ago though. I don't know, maybe this is the one that caused the market to move. I see a lot of stuff right now. We got this, we got all these stuff from an hour ago. This was 8 minutes ago. This one was 50 minutes ago. Trade meeting. Yeah. All right. 1 hour 54 minutes. Mm. Okay. Oh, I'll see what you're saying now. Joint U.S.-China statement. U.S. to suspend 24% duty rate for 90 days. Okay, so this is what caused the market to move. Okay, yeah. You gotta be careful over here. Gotta be super careful. Gotta be super careful, bro. But right now, let's see if we can wait on some price action. Gotta just wait. Man, it feels good to be streaming again. Yes, that is the news that made the market move. Okay, nice. So they're gonna suspend. Okay. All right, so let's see. New York session will be juicy. Trump will announce a trade deal. All right, let's see what happens in New York session. I'm gonna be up. Maybe not streaming, but on the Discord. Do you think it'll continue to move down or move up? I don't know. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I'm just waiting for some price action over here. Just waiting for price action. I think we can get more sells for the rest of this session. I think we could get more sells. Yeah, we just need to make sure we get the right market, the right price action right here. Need some resistance. Need some resistance. Tomorrow I got CPI, PPI. Okay, so this week is not too bad with the news. Not too crazy with the news. Christian, what's up, bro? Did you, bro? Who was saying that they're gonna get a new account? Was it Christian or Mugwi? Oh, I think it was Mugwi. Get a new account this week. Man, I felt like I haven't been trading since forever. All this moving, man. I'm telling you, the worst thing to do is move. Man, it's so annoying. So annoying, bro. I think the market going down at 9:30. I don't know. Honestly, man, when I look at the market, I don't care what it's going to do in 3 hours from when I'm looking at it, because I'm not looking to really be swinging it like that. I want to see some price action right here so I can get a nice sell, maybe fill the support or a nice continuation. That is the plan. Took a nice juicy trade on GJ on Friday. Took a nice trade right over here on GJ Friday. This thing went super good. Check out the pairs. Yeah, GJ right here. Been locked in on GJ and GU. I realized that GU has been moving like gold. And whenever gold is going on, GU is also going on. All right, so what time is it? 5? Okay. Yeah, I need some more confirmation. I'm still interested in these sells, but I'm waiting. So right now we got some resistance here. So I want to see how this candle. I want to see how this candle is going to close. Let's see. Let's get Zoom pulled up. Any any uptrend? Any uptrend? Any uptrend? What you mean? Like we're in a downtrend right now? Any uptrend? I need to see a nice bear candle before I start looking, for this continuation sell over here. Yeah, we still have some lows over here that we can clear, especially on the H4. Definitely have some more room for sells over here before we start going up our range or whatever. I feel like for gold, we gonna farm structure and head down or up. Yeah, yeah, I think so too. I mean, before I start looking for buys, I would want to wait. I want to wait for either, let's say this thing just starts pushing up, making some obvious structure up here. But if it's gonna be right here, I'm gonna wait for buys. I'm gonna wait for these lows to be swept before I even start looking for buys. Right now, I'm just holding on to sells because we can still come up here to this supply area and reject or whatever. So you got to be super careful. You got to be super careful on gold right now because you got orders sitting right here. There's a lot of stuff that can happen right here. You could get short-term buys too. It depends on how you're looking at the market, but I wouldn't be doing any buy at all until we could, at least start clearing this area over here. At least, anything up here can, there can be a rejection. So I'm gonna keep an eye open on sells. I wouldn't mind it coming a little bit higher, forming some resistance higher, so it can make some better um, structure, better range, better range. But if volume is crazy, this thing can just keep, breaking through right now. So I'm trying to keep an eye on price action, especially this demand maybe on the 5 minute right here. Maybe we could get a candle closing somewhere in here. Then I'll look to do a nice continuation. But this thing has no topic right now, so I'm being careful. I'm not interested in sales. Big bro, hey, what's up? What's up, big bro? Now, in fact, it doesn't look valid yet, so yeah, I'm waiting. Yeah, I'm waiting too. Still got an early 15-minute, 30-minute candle, so we're just waiting. This thing has no top wick, can flip at any time. It could respect this low. A lot can happen, so I gotta just wait. This thing can just flip and keep going up. And wait on some nice resistance though. Some nice resistance, bro. Or this thing just keep dropping and you just miss it. Can't do anything about that. Big bro, what's good though? What's good? And let's see if we can get an early setup over here. I'm gonna be looking to hold a setup on gold if I can. I don't think I'm gonna be able. If I do take sales, I don't think I'm gonna be able to hold, just because I feel like we already had a sell-off. Honestly, that position Friday would have been so good. I think, yeah, that would have been so good. Came right back up here. Price came right back up here. I think let's see where I took this trade. I took this trade somewhere right here once this candle flipped, somewhere here, and then I was holding this thing even down here. I didn't close it. I closed half the position right here, and I was like, what, I'm gonna hold this bad boy. And Friday came back and it stopped me out right here. This thing would have brought the account maybe up to like 5%. I ain't gonna lie. Crazy, crazy stuff here. And then this thing just did this, but that's a part of it. That is a part of it. Yeah, I gotta give gold some time to pull back. Gotta give gold some time. Because there's no way, like, at least take these lows out. Gotta take these lows out. Maybe 2 weeks, you think? What about 2 weeks? For what to happen? Sean, what's happening in 2 weeks? Check gold age for. Yeah, right now we're just holding on to sells. Can't do anything else but wait for price action. Did it do another head and shoulders? Maybe 2 weeks, you think? Did it do another head and shoulders? I don't know. I mean, I think sometime last week there was some head and shoulder. When was the head and shoulder? I think right here. There's a head and shoulder pattern. Was it last week? I think it was last week. Yeah, somewhere right here. Shoulder, head, shoulder. I don't really be looking out for head and shoulders though, because I mean they don't happen all the time anyways. I don't see no head and shoulder right here. At least a valid one on a higher time frame. EU, let's see EU. Man, EU, I was waiting for sales on Friday. I was waiting for sales. Um, yeah, with what happened earlier, there's no point. I'm trying to remember where I had that set up on. Let's pull up this card. Yeah, on Friday I was looking for sales on the EU, but this thing was ranging. I think I was looking for sales below this level. Yeah, you know, we had some supply up here. Let's show the H4. You know, we had some supply up here. Price came back, tapped the supply, and then you know it was all about sales. But it didn't happen. You know, it was Friday. The market's closing. You gotta wait on price action as well. I feel like with the news just happening, you just gotta give it some time to, you know, you just gotta give the market some time. Hey, Teshas, what's up, bro? You've been killing it, bro. Teshas, you're a GOAT, bro. Man, everything you enter, every trade you enter, always goes to TP. But yeah, I'm back with the streams, bro. I'm back with the streams. Man, you be finding them entries, bro. And GJ, you've been killing GJ. You've been killing it. You've been killing it. I'm gonna be super patient on. I'm locked in on GJ and GU. Because this, bro, I only need 2% more on this account for it to be funded. 2% more. Not even 1.6%. And this account will be funded, so gotta be super patient over here. The gold, the other account, it's down 3% right now. 3%. Had a crazy losing streak on NAS sometime last week. Well, the week before. Early last week. So I gotta recover. So I'm gonna be looking to hold a position on gold. But this one, bro, I only need like 1.6%. So let's see. Let's see if we can get that 1.6% this week. Next setup, I'm looking to do 0.5. So if this week I can get 2 Ws, then this account should be funded. This account should be funded over here. Let's see. Yeah, I only took GJ and GU last week on this. But gotta wait right now. Alright, I'm liking how this is looking. We got volume right now. Next candle opens in 3 minutes. So I think I'm gonna keep it simple. If this next candle can, you know, do a pullback and break these lows, I'm gonna be looking to execute on some sells over here. You know, that's gonna be the plan. Jaron things, bless Jaron things, bro. Bless up, bro. Bless up. Yeah, bro, I'm gonna keep it super simple over here. Welcome back, man. Hey, MS, appreciate it. You bought GJ last week. On Friday I bought GJ, but I'm not in GJ anymore. Came on right here, took this buy. Right here, took this buy. I shared this in the Discord as well. I don't know who took it, but you know, I had a nice demand here. Then price came up, retested this demand, and then it made another retest on the lower time frame. So I was like, you know what, this thing is going up. This thing is going up, and let's see. I think I was looking at something on the higher time frame too. Yeah, some support to continue breaking through this high. So that's what happened on GJ. Okay, gold. Let's see gold. See if we can get a nice stop wick, break this low. I'm gonna anticipate this thing with volume to just keep going through. You know, we got some lows over here that can be swept, so that's gonna be the whole analysis. You know, we're going down right now. We had some resistance, we have support, we have resistance, we got volume. So I'm gonna be looking for this thing to continue pushing through. We could get a nice stop wick though. I wanna see a nice stop wick. Which chart this man I read? Gold, bro. Goldie. Gold USD. Gold USD. Okay, this is looking good. Maybe if we can make a better top wick. Better top wick. Check the 30-minute. It's a Monday, so oh, chat. YouTube, bro. YouTube. I'm live on YouTube too. Bro, I thought you said chart, my bad. Bro, hey stranger. Hey Kim, what's up? Let's see. All right. Hey, Lay, what's up, Lay? So, bro, what is your prediction? Is going up or coming down more? I don't have a prediction, bro. I'm just waiting on the right candles to get in on some sells. You know, I'm holding on to sells right now. Holding on to sells. We gotta be patient though, because this thing has a lot of room to pull back. Still can pull back. I'm not convinced with this pullback, but if there's volume, like this thing can just keep going down. But you know, ideally I'd want to see this thing make resistance a little bit higher. You know, a little bit higher. Because if we can make resistance higher, then there's more range, you know? There's more range. But if there's volume right now, then this thing can just keep coming down. I don't like this 15-minute closure plus I don't know what this 15 minutes is doing right now, so just gotta wait. Exactly, yeah. So you don't want to end up in a premature sell over here. You know, this is not the best setup right here based on these candles in terms of, you know, to execute right here, but you know, I would want to see this happening a little bit further up. Because look, if you do something right here, it's so close to the support. It's like it makes no sense. You know, it's too we're already too close to the support. No top wick, I'm with it. Yeah, that's not a bad idea, especially on 30-minute no top wick. This thing can flip in the last 10 minutes. So let's see. But this is my favorite setup to take. This is my favorite setup to take right here. But this price action is not. I give this price action maybe a 6 out of 10. Especially after that push, because I feel like what can happen, it can, like, you know, get a fake out, you know, go up further, and then it decides to continue going down. So I'm just waiting. Just got the H1, got the H1 too. This thing can flip. This thing is ready to flip. Gotta be super careful. I mean, okay, so this is the thing. Let's say it just continues to go down right now or whatever. I'm gonna probably just wait for it to take out these lows to, you know, start looking for some buys. Because I feel like even if I get in on a sell right now, like I want to hold that position, and if I get in here, I feel like it's gonna, let's say if I enter, it's gonna, you know, maybe take these lows out and then stop me out. You know, I don't see a room to hold this sell over here. You know, they got a lot of pullback that needs to happen. Got a lot of pullback over here. What would you say your strategy is, my G? Price action, support, resistance, waiting for candles to close. You know, so that's what I do, bro. You know, Raja concepts. I don't know if you know Raja banks. Raja concepts. That's how I trade gold. On the regular pairs, I just use basically just a combination of a lot of stuff. Structure, market structure, price action. You know, I do the regular pairs different than how I do gold. You know, supply, demand. I look at supply and demand on the regular pairs. But on gold, I don't really look at supply and demand that much. But I still do to some extent. Like, you know, obvious right here, we got some supply, which is super obvious. So it all depends. Got you simple, see that you don't complicate things out of like others. Yeah, I don't like complicating, bro. Like, just price action. Just price action. I want to see a higher resistance, so I need a higher pullback. This is nothing. This is not even 30%. It's like 28% pullback. This is nothing. Gotta get some more. Get a better pullback over here. Yeah, like 28%. Yeah, this thing can do a lot of work over here. This thing can pull back better. EJ. Let's see EJ. Anas, what's good, bro? Man, how you been, Anas? How you been, bro? EJ. Alright, let's see. Man, EJ is going up. This thing has a lot of momentum going up. I'll wait for a pullback though. Based on this demand right here, this thing has a lot of momentum to break through this high over here. So let's see. I'll just wait on a pullback on EJ. Same thing with GJ them. You just need a pullback, bro. Need a good pullback. Need a pullback, maybe take out some of these lows, and then you could continue breaking through. Because the buys are like, it's obvious right now. This thing is like overbought. We got a high right here, so I'd wait for some lows to be taken out over here before looking for buys. That would be a good idea. Take these lows out on the lower time frame. That would be a better idea. And then you could get in. Because if you take buys now, you're gonna get stopped out, bro. Like, look at this thing. You need a pullback. Some pullback. But I feel like on EJ, yeah, this thing is gonna keep going up. Because we got a demand zone right here. Super close. So this thing has volume. It just needs a pullback. Needs a good pullback. Yo, hey Russian, what's good, bro? Man, where you been? You been eating them kangaroos still, bro? Anas, I'm very good. Just passed my phase 1. Let's go, bro. Bro, I only need 1.6% and here to pass phase 2. So we gotta be super patient on EJ them. EJ, GJ, gotta be super patient. Need some pullback, bro. We got demand, so we gotta see if we can get a pullback. Gotta see if we can get a nice pullback. I mean, GJ look like, yeah. I mean, EJ is pulling back, like on the. I feel like this thing just needs to take out these lows, and then you can get a push up. Same thing with GJ. Yeah, take these lows out and then push up. Maybe you could take these lows out and then respect this demand. Maybe you could do something like this on GJ. Like, take some lows out, do some price action, and then boom. That would be perfect. That would be perfect. Gotta play this thing again, bro. Can't play this song one time, bro. No way. Yeah, we gotta take some lows out though, bro. I'll wait for these lows to be taken on, honestly. We need a nice pullback. Need a nice pullback, bro. Bro, honestly, like, this is the setup that I took on Friday. I'll wait for something like this on EJ. Take these lows out. Take these lows out. And then wait for that nice demand. That's what I will wait for on EJ. Take these lows out on the lower time frame. A lot of lows over here, especially in the 5-minute. Take all of this stuff out. Get some liquidity. Keep pushing up. How's gold looking today? Gold is looking okay. It just needs some pullback. It just needs pullback. It's not doing much right now, but I want to wait for it to take these lows out. We got some target over here. If I see the right price action, that can give me some sells. We got a nice target here. If I miss the sells, I'm gonna wait on the buys. So that's the plan, bro. I'm seeing different brand in Jamaica saying demand and supply. Bro, I always say supply and demand. Maybe no, actually I always say support resistance. I always say support resistance. But you gotta tie everything back in. You gotta tie everything back in. Bro, Roshan, you funny, bro. Bro, you guys are funny. Nah, bro, we gotta wait for gold to, make resistance to, break support over here. With gold, we talk about support resistance. On gold, I don't really talk about supply and demand a lot. Gold is support resistance all day. But let's see. Crazy liquidity today. I mean, we had some news earlier, so it was just price action moving. Gold wasn't the only thing that moved. We got GU. A lot of stuff had a move. 80 Swiss mixed with London opening. So, what was the news? Tariff. Let's see. Let's pull the news right up here. Let's see. Yeah, we got some news over here. Wait, was it this one? Hold on. No, it wasn't this one. Right here. See this? US to suspend 24%. Hey, buddy, good morning. Hey, Usama, what's up, bro? Khalid, what's good? But are you in USA or another country? I'm in another country now. I'm in Jamaica. Trump with China, yeah. Trump with China. Man, I don't know why they be publishing this type of stuff at 3 a.m. Hey, what time is it in China? Hmm. 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 Man, this thing only got 28% pullback. I'm not too convinced. It looks good. Honestly, this looks good, but I like executing when there's more room to the support. I like executing when there's more room. I'm not convinced on this pullback, honestly. You see, like right here, we have some support. There's support right here. And then, let's see. We have support right here, right? And then we have some resistance up here. And then like this candle, I like executing right here so I can target support. And if it's gonna continue, it continues. If it bounces off support, then it's whatever. Manage risk, close some partials. But executing right here is different from executing here. So executing here, I'll be basically saying, you know what, price should go down. But when you execute up here, there's a possibility where it can still like hit your target, which would be, first target would be the support, and then it could, it can bounce or it can continue going down. But right now it's at that support already, so it's kind of different. It's kind of different. It's already right here. I want to see resistance up here, and then I get that nice bear candle, maybe engulfing candles to then continue to target the support, or maybe close some partials for it to continue taking these lows out. So right now, like, it's on Monday, I don't know. I'm not really too in a rush to execute on this thing. I feel like he has some work to do. And at the same time, if it keeps going down, that's good too, because then I know that, okay, you know what, this thing's going to probably take over these lows. And then I could wait for a nice bull candle, some support, rejection, whatever, to look for buys. So, you don't have to rush to get in on this thing. You know, it's not London Open. So, yeah, I don't want to execute here and then price just, react on this support. We got a wick here, so you just gotta be careful. Who's taking these sales right now? Who's taking these sales? Who's taking these sales? There's a fair value gap too. Let's see, bro. There's a huge gap on gold from in forward time frame. Uzama, let's go, bro. Good morning, bro. Bro, there's a huge gap on gold from 33.23 to 32.95 in the forward time frame. Let's see. Let's see. Between 32.23. Let's get this exact thing over here. $32.23 and $32.95. $32.95. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, I need a pullback. I need a better pullback. But if there's volume, like, who cares? But right now, like, we just gotta see what gold is gonna do right now. If it's gonna continue going down or what. There's a lot of stuff you can do here. You can wait for it to close below with a body and then anticipate that price is gonna drive down with volume. But I like executing, in the middle of support resistance to target support. Because then I get an early entry, this thing can continue. Basically like what I was just talking about right here. I like executing whenever it's like this. This is the perfect situation. See, so right now gold is doing this actually. Gold is doing this right now. You see that? Gold is doing this, and I don't like this. I want to see, it goes up, make a better resistance right there, and then on this candle, see this candle close below 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5.5, 6. Then I want to execute on this bad boy right here. Then if price comes here, I could put my stop loss at break even or maybe close some position. And if it's gonna continue, it continue. If it bounces, it's whatever. In this case, it continued. So I want to see this exact setup on Goldie. I don't really want to see this. I don't want to see this on a Monday. I want to see this not on a Monday, bro. Like, well, I mean, if it continues, it continues. It's whatever. But this is not enough. So you gotta chill. Russian, bro, is about to blow his account. Who's about to blow their account? Russian? Who's about to blow their account? On a Monday? Nah, bro, we can't do that, bro. We have detected inactivity during your current live completely. Bro, what is wrong with TikTok? Let's see. Anyways, if you're on TikTok, this is not financial advice. This is just, some education over here. Where are you guys from? Because we can't get the live. We can't move and then get the live flat, bro. We gotta start strong. We got some new people in here. Where are you guys from? Bro, which one of that firm is best, bro? Honestly, I don't know. I got I'm still testing 2 right now. So I can't say, bro. Maybe if I get 1.6 on here, then I could give you some feedback. I need 1.6% on this account, And then maybe I could be like, you know what? At least they pay out. But I don't want to say, bro. And then you're gonna be like, oh, Brad said this. So you gotta wait, bro. You gotta wait. You gotta give me a setup, bro. Let me pass it and then I'll let you know. Check you. Bro, bro, one thing I don't miss in Jamaica, bro, these damn mosquitoes, bro. Man, the mosquitoes no joke. Mosquitoes no joke, bro. Ireland, let's go. Bro, what time frame? 30-minute time frame. 30-minute time frame. 30-minute, 15-minute time frame. Bro, he looking good. But same thing, bro. I need to see better pullback. We got news, so you know, gotta get some better pullback. It's Monday, so I gotta chill. No way, I'll never blow my account. No trade for me today, cause no trade for me today. Crazy if Trump wakes up and says China is liar gold. Man, yeah. Let's see Bitcoin. I haven't checked Bitcoin since Bitcoin was ranging. The last time I got a notification from my I don't remember who it was, that Bitcoin is back at 100K. I was like, that is crazy. See, that's what we always talk about. If you're gonna mention Bitcoin, you just buy it and hold it and just forget about it. Don't even check it. It's Bitcoin. Like, you know what? Just hold this. Finally, it's coming back up. So, you know, that's it. You missed it. Let's see where you missed it. Well, we missed it. Well, you, because there's no we. There's no we. There is no we. Bro, we still have this level here. That is crazy. We still have this level right here. So we definitely did miss it. This is our old level when it was ranging and then just broke out. Yeah, you gotta just hold this thing, man. Bitcoin is weird. You gotta just hold this thing. You gotta just hold it, bro. Like, this thing was ranging, doing this thing down here, and then it just broke out. Yeah, you gotta just hold Bitcoin. I'm not a fan of Bitcoin, but it's whatever. What a break this high. So if you want to get in on Bitcoin, your last chance is on this pullback. You know, last chance. Last chance. All or nothing. These two levels right here, all or nothing. You know, full send, whatever. Full send it, bro. Wait for that discount. If it goes back deeper, you get another one right here. You got another one right here. And you just go for it. Names? You want to hear names, bro? Bro, I got one names in my playlist. Got one names, bro. Bro, what time frame? 30-minute, 15-minute time frame. Let's put it on here. Yeah, I want to see a better pullback on Goldie. But it's pushing, bro. It's pushing. It's pushing. So this might be the continuation here. Man, is this thing locked or what? This thing is stubborn. Alright, so let's see. Let's keep an eye on gold right here, see what it's gonna do. You think it's gonna continue or it's gonna make some wick and then go to the upside, make a better resistance, and then continue going down? If this thing goes down, if you execute right here, you're basically leaning on volume, which is not bad, but I don't see, it's not London Open. Maybe London Open, this would be a setup that I would take, but you know, you just had some news. This thing needs some correction. So it's a Monday. Gotta wait. Look on H4. Let's see H4. Yeah, I was looking. The only thing I see on the H4, two things. This thing needs a pullback. This is a huge gap up here. Huge gap. So buys are waiting, right? That's one thing. The other thing, I see lows over here that needs to be taken out. So I don't know which one's gonna happen first. I feel like if it's gonna, I don't know. I feel like it should. I don't know if it has enough momentum to take these lows out before it pushes up. But then if it comes up here, then it's gonna come all the way up here just to come back down here and take these lows out. So I don't know. We just gotta see, bro. Honestly, our side probably oversold too. Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna. I mean, but it's gold, so anything can happen. I want to see it push down, take these lows out. That's all I want to see right now. Then I could wait for buys, and I know I could, hold on to buys. But right now, sells, the position that I want to take right now, I want to really just hold a position. I'm down 3% on gold right now, so well, the other account, not necessarily gold. NAS kind of threw me off last week, but I want to hold a position. I don't think I can hold sells right now, so it's better to wait. Maybe gold, maybe I could get short. If it makes a proper resistance, maybe I could get short-term sells. And then after, if I see these lows, get taken out, then I'll be looking for buys. Maybe I could hold some buys, somewhere up here. Maybe it comes back up here and take these highs out. So just gotta see. Gold got a lot of work to do, so I'm just waiting. Yeah, not convinced with this thing over here. See? That is why I'll wait for better resistance, because stuff like this can happen, and when you see that happen over again, you just don't let it happen again. This is like 20% pullback. It needs to make resistance up here, somewhere higher, with the right rejection, right, confirmation, then there's a nice clean range. So I'm gonna keep an eye open on gold. With the outcome of the US-China trade being positive, I think gold will have a bigger pullback. Okay, it's not a bad idea. No daily top wick yet. No daily top wick. Man, I don't know, bro. If this thing, bro, that is crazy. You think this thing is gonna come back and get that top wick? I mean, why not? Let's take these lows out, get some buys, and then see if we could go back and make that top wick. Gold might be crazy today. Gold might be crazy today because, gold needed top wick. Maybe not, bro. Honestly, bro, I don't know. I don't know, bro. It's kind of a reach. But the day is early, so let's see. I don't think if New York got it like that, bro. I don't know if New York got it like that, honestly. Yeah, that's a reach, bro. Honestly, I don't think it's gonna get there. I'll be surprised if it gets there. Look right here when this thing just pushed up. Didn't come back right here, pushed up, didn't come back, so so we just gotta see. Would be nice, yeah, after we can take these lows out though. I'll be more confident in buys after these lows are gone. We're almost there, not far. Maybe NYC, let's check NAS. Man, NAS is whatever, bro. Can't do anything on NAS. Can't do anything on NAS. Would be nice, yeah. What was the news? Bro, London's open 2 hours now. Yeah, but I meant like London open, like the actual open. Usually like right at the open, maybe at like 15 minutes before the open, there's like volume. 30 minutes before. So 30 minutes before, 15 minutes before, or 15 minutes after, 30 minutes after. You know, like we're in the middle. Well, not middle, but it's already been 2 hours, as what you said. So that's what I mean when I say it's not land on the open. Like on the open, there's a burst. You know, there's a burst on the open. Let's see. It's trying to go up, bro. All right, let's see. Let's see. I mean, right now it's looking like it's trying to go down before it goes up. So, you know, let's just see what happens. I don't want to trust volume on this setup. Like, if you're hell bent on those cells, I mean, this is your opportunity, honestly. But I'm not leaning on volume right now. Not leaning on volume. I know exactly what I'm waiting for, and if I don't see that, well, if that's not happening, I'm not going to take no sales on gold. I'm not in a rush to take a L. The United States is dropping the extra tariffs it imposed on China this year, taking the rate to 30% from 145%. Meanwhile, China is cutting tariffs on US goods to 10% from 125%. Okay, so we got some fundamental warriors over here. Bro, that sounds like it makes sense. Sounds like it makes sense to me, bro. Sounds like you did a lot of research. So, we gotta see what Neam's saying. Bro, honestly, all this type stuff, this trade war, it don't even make sense. It's greed, bro. Bro, these countries already got so much money, like, you know, all it, bro, it's crazy because the only thing they do all this stuff is it goes right back into the military. It goes right back into the military, bro. Like, man, crazy. Gold pull back to get the bottom wick on last week. Okay. All right. So let's see. We still got a little bit more work to do before we can maybe continue going up, though. We got more work to do. We got more work to do. So the weekly, previous week bottom wick was right here. So let's see. Let's lock in on that. All right. Yeah, we got more work to do. We just got. Oh yeah, actually, I'm looking at the wrong thing, bro. Right here. We got one right here. Let's see. Yeah, so that's exactly what I'm saying. If we can take this wick out, then that would be good, bro. That would be good. You gotta take this thing out. Gotta take this wick out. You gotta take this wick out. Gotta take these lows out, bro. So let's see. If we can get this week too, then that is another W. What chart you want? Gold. Gold USD. So let's see if we can take these lows up before a continuation to the upside. Just gotta wait on the right price action. I don't like guessing. I just like waiting for that confirmation. So if I see maybe, you know, can take these lows out and then some bull action, then I'll be like, okay, you know what, gold is gonna continue going up. But right now it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell. Morning sun. Mommy, hey. Mommy, you up early? You up so early? Why you not sleeping? I woke you up. Man, look, this thing is continuing. This thing is continuing. This thing is continuing. I'm not interested though. Very, very hard to tell. Yeah. Especially with this, with news too, bro. Like, you know, you just gotta be patient. But this setup looks good. Like if you blocked all the noise out and you just looked at this, you don't look at anything else, this thing is looking good. Forget about the news, forget about the lows, forget about everything. Just looking at it like this, just locking in on this is looking really good. Sometimes that noise can cause a distraction. You know, you just when you see something, you just execute. Maybe tomorrow will be better price action. Yeah, I mean the price, nothing is wrong in the price action right now. It's just a matter of waiting. Honestly, it's just a matter of waiting. It's just a matter of waiting. Just a matter of waiting. What chart? Let's see. Let's do this. All right, let's do this right here. So we got gold, 30-minute, 15-minute time frame. We got volume right now too. So, what time is it? It's almost 5. Where I'm at, it's almost 5. All right, so this thing is pushing. You think it's going up? I think right now this thing is going down. You know, it depends though. Maybe for you, if maybe you mean like in the next hour or two. For right now, what matters is right now this thing going down. This thing is going down. So yeah, let's see. Let's see. Yeah, right now this thing is going down, bro. Honestly, I was hoping this thing would do a better pullback to get in on these sells, but 28% is what it is. You know, it's whatever. Could probably close some partials here, but it's okay. We can wait on. Well, I'm gonna wait. I gotta keep waiting. Let's see the H1. Man, this thing didn't make no top wick. No top wick. Crazy. It took out liquidity straight when it opened today. I know it keeps going down. I mean, we had news too. So it's a mixture of news, whatever it is. We had news too, bro. You know, sometimes when news happen, the structure is just, the structure don't even matter sometimes when news happen. Because I feel like news and liquidity don't correlate. When there's news, it's just whatever it is. You know, I've never been able to differentiate between whether, you know, find a correlation between news and liquidity. Because let's say there's liquidity sitting here and then news comes, like, you know, which one do you prioritize? I feel like news is just news, bro. Maybe sometime news goes and take out liquidity with the volume or whatever, but you know, I would just say news rather than, oh, you know, it took out liquidity. So yeah. Just can you look at GU? Long or short? Alright. It took out liquidity share. I'm waiting for that sweep. Yeah, I'm waiting for that sweep now. Didn't get the resistance, so the next thing is to do is wait for that sweep. We're not far. It's not far. I don't know if I'm gonna be up though. I don't know if I'm gonna be up. I don't know if I'm gonna be up. I care about news, but I know that what the chart is telling me will matter more. Yeah, the thing is, like, if you only look at gold, let's say you only look at gold and news, you see news, let's say news does something, you're gonna see that spike and you're gonna be like, okay, news, you know, price took out liquidity, whatever. But when you look at the other pairs, there's a spike too. So if every pair had the same move, you know, how can you say that the move was only because there was liquidity? For example, like this thing moved, like this thing just fell, like a lot of other pairs fell. So that means, like, if you were looking at this, it couldn't be like, oh, whatever, because it didn't matter. Like everything else fell too. Like a lot of other major pairs fell too. So you got to prioritize the news first in that case. Can you turn your mic up a bit, please? Let's see. It's low. Maybe, let's see. I don't even know how to turn this thing up on TikTok. Thing with news is I never catch the movie in time. Yeah, you ain't gonna catch it unless you really be studying like the fundamentals. You ain't gonna catch it. You gotta have your alert set on. Like, some people, they really know how to trade the news. Me personally, I don't really know how to trade with the news. How to keep up with the news. I didn't learn to do that. My mentor didn't really follow the news like that. Especially like just trading London. Most of the time, there's no news during London anyway, so just didn't study news like that. But a lot of people study news. A lot of people study news. I thought because of new war with India and Pakistan go would boom, but not yet. And this is the thing too, like even when there's like a war and there's news and they're like the way how I trade, like it's really volume. I trade the volume. So if I'm trading at that time, I'm just going to volume. I'm not going with let's say a news happened and within the next 2 hours it's gonna go up because of the news. Like it ain't gonna do nothing with me because I'm not holding it. So if you holding, you gotta pay attention to the news. If you holding, maybe swinging for even the whole day or a day or two, you gotta pay attention to the news. You gotta understand the news because you make no sense holding through some stuff But if you're scalping, like if you're going for like right now these days, let's say 50 pips, one candle, man, how much does the news really matter? Like it's whatever. Scalpers don't care. Yeah, you're not gonna really care like that. But if you're holding, let's say you just wanna, if you have a 500 pip stop loss, you got to make sure you're up during the New York session. You can't be sleeping. You got to make sure you're up. If you're trying to get, let's say, one move, one candle, yeah, bro, like all this stuff, it's like this extra noise. So it all depends on you. It all depends on how you're trading. Let's see. Bloomberg news. No news today, bro. Yeah, I don't see any news today on in terms of the calendar, but we had news. We had major news at 3. We had a major news at 3. This is major stuff right here. What time? At 3 a.m., bro. Right on London Open. Wait, what time is it for me? Let's see. Bro, I got like different. I'll hold my computer saying 6 a.m. My phone is saying 5 a.m. My VP is saying 4 a.m. I don't even know what time is it. When London and New York overlap, that time is the best for me. Man, I don't like New York Open. I don't like New York, bro. Like, you know, I prefer maybe like when NYC. See the chart perfect era. Let's see what Russian said. Crazy time for it in Jamaica at the moment. Actually, bro, it's 5 a.m. in Jamaica right now. Jamaica is 1 hour behind when I was in Georgia. 1 hour behind gold. Yeah, this is what I'm waiting on too. Waiting on this. I'm waiting on this, bro. Let's see if we can. Waiting on this. Got liquidity over here. Got lows over here that, London open 3 p.m. and New York open 8 p.m. for me. Works good. Man, that is crazy. Bro, that is crazy. That is some good timing right there. Yeah, Roshan, I want to see these lows out. See the chart, perfect area to buy after a sweep. Okay, let's see. Let's see if we can get that sweep. Nice chart over here. What is this gray thing? What is this box? Gray box. Is it a fib? It looks like a fib. See, 50%, 638, 23. Yeah, plus a UTC. 30-minute. Will gold flip and continue going down or what? See the other pairs. GJ. Yeah, right now I'm just focusing on gold, GJ, GU, and NAS. But when I wake up, I'm be looking at NAS. I've been forward testing NAS, which was a bad idea last week. Took some L's on NAS, but it's whatever. I just changed everything to black, just 50 to 60 green to see pullbacks. Okay. All right, GJ. Yeah, GJ, EJ. I want to see. I want to see some, some nice pullback. Like, take these lows out on the lower time frame before I even look for buys. I'm not interested in buys yet. I feel like I'm gonna get the next 1% on GJ. Well, GU looking good on the lower time frame, but still need a better pullback. Yeah, GU's in the same situation as gold right now. It looks tempting, but we got work to do on GU. It does look tempting. Got work to do though. Yeah, I need a better pullback. Start fresh on GU. Yeah, this thing needs a better pullback. Needs some better pullback. GU got work to do. Yeah, I want to see GU come back somewhere up here and then wait on that confirmation. It's all about the confirmation. I need a better pullback. Need a better pullback on GU. I'm liking GU more than GJ right now. So I'm gonna update this thing in the Discord. EU, same thing. Like after that news, bro, you gotta just wait. Man, before I started streaming today, I was like, man, this news, there's nothing that can be done today. There's nothing that can be done. Whenever you see this, you just gotta wait. You can't do nothing. Yo, bro, slip blocker, wipe free. Well, go on. Look at gold, bro. Not on YouTube. Yeah, I'm on YouTube too. I'm on YouTube right now too. Look at gold. I mean, bro, gold looks good. I ain't gonna lie, but I'm gonna wait, bro. Honestly, I'm gonna wait. Inflation tomorrow for US. To me, it's going up, bro. We just gotta wait. Nothing is wrong with it going up, but you gotta wait on the right confirmation. Cause forget about everything. If this was the only thing that you could look at, you can't execute on the buys here. At least, you know, you'd have to wait for it to start, closing above this resistance or some price action up here, right? But because you're looking at the higher picture, you think it's going to go up, but you still can't buy because you have to respect, the entry time frame. You have to respect this. So you can't buy. Even if you think it's going to go up, you can't buy. You know, if this was the only information you had, you can't buy. I mean, unless you like super aggressive and you be just buying at the support. But let's talk about confirmation. At least wait for a closure above here. And then even if you buy up here, then okay, maybe there's going to be a deeper pullback. So even if price reject up here, you have a lot of time to start managing risk, maybe break even or whatever. But right now, this thing is just going down. You just gotta wait on this thing. Lebo, Bradman. Hey, Lebo, what's up, bro? Hey, bro, what time it's in your zone? It's 5 a.m. Jamie, hey, yo. One Jamie. Been long gone, miss you, man. No, let's check out. I missed you too, bro. Yeah, we checking gold right here, bro. Man, we are live. We are live again, bro. I'm settled now. I got the internet set up. I got everything going right now. Got work to do. Are you in Texas? Nah, I'm in Jamaica right now. I'm in Jamaica right now, bro. Like your sheep, nice and casual. Hey, Laser, appreciate it. Get second ready. Yeah. I mean, I don't have no problem with the buys too, but I want to wait for these lows to be taken out. The sells, I had no problem with the sells either, but I wanted, higher resistance. Nothing is wrong with even attempting sells here, maybe 0.5% or something on this flip if there's volume, but it's a Monday. I'm gonna chill. Visit South Africa. All right, bro. I'm gonna visit South Africa. Which part of South? Which part? Which part of South Africa? Jamaica. Let's go. It's 5 a.m. here too. Slick. I'm there, bro. I'm there, bro. I'm there in a place, what, bro? Johannesburg. Johannesburg. Let's see, Johannesburg. Johannesburg, South Africa. This is Johannesburg right here. Johannesburg. It's a nice spot, bro. What you guys be doing over here? Johannesburg, 57. What's this, euro? All right, bro, not bad. Johannesburg. All right, I'm gonna put it on the list. Johannesburg, South Africa. Let's go. Check the monthly. Let's check the monthly. Okay. Looking at the monthly will be looking like we probably could. I mean, we are, what's the date? 12? Halfway? Mm, we're in the middle of the month, so anything happen. Start map analysis. Check EJ. We gotta take some lows out on EJ and GJ before we start, looking for buys again. Yeah. I mean, for the monthly, I look at the monthly sometime, but like if there's 5 days, 6 days, 7 days, there's more stuff you can do. We're looking at the monthly, but looking at it right now, it's just doing a pullback. I'm just seeing a pullback. If this thing starts coming down here, then it could be like, okay, you know what? Sells upon sells upon sells. But right now, I don't have much to do with the monthly. But it looks like a pullback. Man, the only thing that matters right now for me, like, I just want to see this thing clear these lows. Maybe we could get some buys later. I was really hoping that it would do a better pullback, especially after news. Like a fake out and then some good resistance, but it's just waiting. Check EJ. Yeah, EJ gotta wait on them lows to be taken out. The buys look good. You know, let's see EJ again. The buys look good. If you go on the EJ, the H4, I would honestly wait on a pullback. Wait on some pullback to take this high out. I think you can do it. But you gotta wait on price action too, because this can actually sweep this level and then keep going down. So you gotta be open to both scenarios. You know, you got another, if you look at the daily, you got highs over here. So these levels are like magnet. You know, these are on magnets. So you gotta see what's the target, what can price do. But based on just looking at this, I think it's gonna continue breaking through this level. After the pullback though, you gotta take these lows out. Got a lot of little lows over here. Like, you know, you can't buy here. If you buy here, definitely gonna get stopped out. Definitely gonna get stopped out. Wait on this thing to take out all these lows and get a nice support. Nice support, you know? Give it a, if you get stopped out, wait on it, give it a second chance, and then swing that thing. Just comment to them. It's not financial advice though, so you know, but that's what I would do. And then if it breaks this level, then you know it's whatever. You can give up on them buys. Or just hold a bias. So right now I'm holding a bias on a buy bias on GJ. And no, you know I'm holding it on EJ, because why not? Same thing. So whichever GJ, we got this level right here. We got nice level right here to target GJ. You know, we gotta push through. Let's keep these levels right here and see if we can push towards it. Yeah, I definitely think you can push towards it with the right pullback though, you know, with the right pullback. So we just broke this resistance, right? We just broke this resistance. You know, we got a nice little area here. So all we gotta do is wait on some pullback. This is not enough. This is not enough. Not enough. This is too easy. You need a better pullback. You know, this is too obvious. This is too easy. Wait on the support deeper, and then you could try to push up. So that's what I'm gonna do on, let's set the alert here on GJ. Let's set the alert somewhere down here. GJ got some work to do. Yeah, so I'm gonna be keeping an eye on GJ the rest of today. See if we can, let's see. Yeah. I'm gonna keep an eye on GJ. I think that's a good idea. Wait on a better pullback. So let's see. So maybe if we get a better pullback with the right confirmation, maybe an engulfing candle or something, then you know I could probably do something, you know, let's say maybe something like this with the right condition, the right price action, deeper pullback. You know, this is the idea. Something like this. You know we got some levels over here. And if not, then guess what? Let's say that don't work out. All you gotta do is give it a second chance. If it's gonna be aggressive, wait for the takeout all these lows. You know, wait for the takeout these lows and then make some crazy support. And they could push up. So that's the idea on GJ. These lows, bro, these lows can get taken on easily. Brother, how's it going? Love from Australia. Hey, bro, I'm chilling. I'm chilling, bro. From Australia, we got Roshan from Australia and Alex from Australia. Bro, you gotta watch out for Roshan because he be eating them kangaroos. He be eating them kangaroos, bro. Yeah, he could be aggressive on GJ, EJ, or he could really chill. You know, maybe you could do something like this and then manage risk. And if you get stopped with a, let's say, break even or whatever, after having some support here, wait for these lows to be taken out. These lows are they taken out. These lows look good too, you know. And then you could look for them buys. Our price just keeps going up with volume. Can't do anything about it. Why do you know? Now I'm confused. I was looking at GJ. Looking at GJ. So the GJ analysis is different from gold. Different from gold. So on gold, you can't do anything right now. There's the volume is gone. Bro, kangaroos are trash to eat, not gonna lie. Really? Really? Man, I thought kangaroos were good. That's what Roshan said. Roshan said the kangaroos are good, bro. Looks like Alex loves bacon and egg. Bro, you funny. It's called blue meat. Blue mate, blue mate, blue mate, blue mate. All right, G, you know, top wick. Man, these stuff you just gotta wait on a pullback. No one taking these cells. You don't want to take no obvious cells, bro. Honestly, you don't want to take no obvious cells. See obvious cells right here. This thing needs to pull back. You gotta give your entry some respect. You really want to sell when you got all of this gap up here. You know, if GU was my only pair, I'll be waiting for a pullback, a discount. So that means, you know, everyone is looking for that discount too. So if you enter here, there's a high chance you're gonna end up being stopped out. So we got a lot of waiting to do over here on GU them. Lamb, pork, reef, fish. Really? It's going to 31.70 to 60. All right, let's see. Yeah, I don't mind. Then when I wake up, NYC, I could start looking for buys
I'm sorry
and just chill,
that I'm not a person anymore.
you know?
I'm a problem.
No, I don't worry. I tell you, I'm a man who believes.
Yeah, you just gotta wait. So Monday, there was news. You just gotta wait. There's nothing to do. You know, not every session is a trading session. Sometimes you just gotta wait. I already knew today was gonna be tough. Once I woke up and I saw this, I was like, man, there's nothing to do. These are some aggressive sells. You know, if you took sells here, who took sells here? Who took sells over here? I feel this was the only opportunity all morning. These sells right here were the only opportunity. Maybe once this candle, even this 30-minute candle, the top wick wasn't even, you know, all that. It's just the fact that it broke. But this is the only thing all morning that make some sense. Sells right here on this break. You know, this made more sense than even this. To me, at least. Yeah, apart from that, I don't see anything else on gold. GU, basically the same thing as gold right now. I want to wait. So, GJ still pushing. Yeah, it's whatever. NAS, can't do anything on NAS right now. EU, same scenario. This thing needs some pullback. So I guess I have to wait. I think we're gonna call it early though, cause what can we do? What can we do? Can't sit here until New York open, man. Paper scalping. All right, let's see. See what you got over here. Paper scalping. Man, what time frame is this, Russian? What time frame is this? Are you just zoomed out? These things look 5 minute. 5 minute. Let's see. Bro, you've been doing 5 minute on gold, Russian? You've been looking at the 5 minute on gold? Okay, so you're paper trading this. Yeah, it's good, bro. It's the same thing right here on the 15 minute. Well, let's see, the 30 minute. You know, waiting on the stop wick, flip. Same thing over here. Same thing. So your inch was basically somewhere off right here. 1 to 1 risk reward. Yeah. 5 minute for me gets tricky, bro. Bro, 5 minute gets tricky, especially on this small pullback. It gets tricky, man. So I got my alert set on GJ for a better pullback, and I'm just gonna wait. I feel like GJ gonna be super good later, so you guys keep an eye open in the Discord. What are you guys doing for gold? Man, right now on gold, can't do much. You just gotta wait on gold. Gold is in a spot right now where you just gotta wait. This is a setup that I would take, but it's not at the right place. Not under the right conditions right now. Needed a better pullback. You know, I was trying to see if I could get some resistance, maybe, you know, up here. That would create a way better range. Should have been a better range. But with this thing, can't do much. This was like a 28% pullback, which is not enough right now. So you just gotta let go of the play. We got lows here, got lows here. So this is like a NYSE type of thing. Good trend line and break of support. Nice. Trend line and break of support. Let's see. Man, you know what? I've never used trend line. I feel like whenever I use trend line, bro, I'm making stuff up in my head. Bro, honestly, I don't know how you guys use trend line. Whenever I use trend line, I feel like I'm making my own stuff in my head. I never knew how to draw trend lines, bro. Never, bro. I feel like trend lines is like, cause how you know the right trend line, where to draw the damn trend line, bro? Like, I feel like you can make it up. Man, how the heck you draw a trend line? You know, when I'm looking at, if I'm going to look at the, you know, the only time I use a line like that is when I'm like, okay, you know what? Price just broke, you know, the structure. You know, I just use it to split price action. I never use it to, like, you know, try to get it like this. The only thing I remember about trend line, I remember a long time ago I watched a video and the guy was like, go on a line chart and put it on the dot. And that's the only thing I remember about trend line. I never use trend line. My mentor, he don't use trend line, so I just didn't. So I don't know how you guys are using trend line. and then you do a retest on the trend line. Man, some people be doing retests on the trend line. I feel like when I do a trend line, I'm making it up in my head, and it's gonna retest whatever I make up in my head. Trend lines are too controversial. Yeah, I don't know, bro. I see some people use trend line and they do a retest on the trend line. I'm like, man, that trend line is must be solid. I feel the same with the fib. Really? I mean, with the fib, honestly, the fib is it's like just the fib don't even have to be accurate, honestly. Because if you get a 50% discount or a 60% discount, I feel like it's really the same. Because let's say the next candle, let's say if you're looking at this, for example, this push, it could be like, okay, you know what? Let's do this. Even if let's say I draw my fib from here, I could say, okay, you know what? 50% pullback right here. But if you use this, it's really the same thing because it's just seeing that discount. But some people be executing exactly on the 60%, exactly on the 50%. I feel like it's just a guide. But I don't have to use I have so much chart time, like I can have an idea like how much pullback it is, like how much percent pullback. So like right here, this is like 28%, 25, 28. Yeah, so this is more accurate to me than a trend line because at least you could just look at it too and have an idea of the pullback. With trend line, man, you feel like you made that thing up. Mickey, what's good, bro? Trend lines double confirmation and support and resistance. Yeah, I like the support and resistance more than the trend lines. Mikhail, how you been, bro? What's the latest with you? What's the latest with you, Mikhail? I feel the same. I hit Euro USD this morning at 3 a.m. for 2300. Crazy push. Nice, Bako. Bako got that crazy push on EU. Bro, this was news. News happened, bro. So, GG's. I was looking at Euro sells on Friday, but it was ranging. It didn't break. I wanted it to break below this level before I started looking for sells. Because on the daily, we have a nice break, a nice area up here where price pushed down some supply, So on Euro USD, I'm locked in on sells, but I'm locked in on sells already on GU, so I'm not gonna expose myself to EU as well. But after what happened today, I definitely want to see some pullback. We got work to do up here, So we gotta see, man. We got work to do. Start fresh on EU. We got work to do. We gotta start with this push. Gotta start with this area. Gotta start with that area and see what happens. So that's the first thing. All of this is just if you're in right now, enjoy this push. Maybe at the end of New York or Asian or tomorrow, I'll be expecting some pullback. And then maybe on Wednesday, that continuation or whatever. Just gotta wait, bro. Gold is in the same spot. Man, I don't know. I would just set an alert at this point. I would just set an alert. Me too. I think it will pull back. Just wait in. Yeah. So let's wait. When that alert goes off, you gotta let me know, bro. You gotta let me know. You gotta let me know. I hit Euro USD this morning. Okay, nice. Yeah. Yeah. So if you got a big W on a Monday, the next trade maybe risk half of that. Try to preserve that W on a Monday. When you get a W like that on a Monday, you have a lot of momentum for the rest of the week. Just don't be over risking that. I was looking at EU to buy according to 4 hours after a pullback yesterday this morning. After a pullback yesterday this morning, it's open more below. So you're looking for buys on EU? Man, honestly, Roshan, you know what? I feel like you can get the buys, but I feel like it's not ready. I feel like it has to do some pullback and then push to the downside, and then you could get the buys. You know, nothing is wrong with that. But I feel like it can do some more work. It's coming down to demand right now as well. So this is the thing. If it keeps pushing, you could definitely get the buys. But if it pull back now, then you gotta wait on the buys, you know? Because this is some serious air over here. Coming up to serious air. Serious demand right here. All of this stuff. This area is no joke for sales. But maybe, this thing is oversold already with what's going on right now. A pullback, I think you could get some more sells. And then if there's going to be stronger buys, I would wait for this thing to come back down into this area again, make some confirmation, and then you could get some buys. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. But right now, the sells are cooking, still cooking up. I don't know if it's going to pull back though. You can just keep dropping through and then have that, that bounce. Because if you get a bounce here and you execute on the confirmation, even if it's gonna pull back to continue going down, and that's enough. This would be a good entry to see what's gonna happen. Maybe it could manage some risk or something. But nothing is wrong with I don't think nothing is wrong with that. So I'm gonna keep an eye open on that as well. I'm gonna keep an eye open on that. Let's see where's some liquidity. Yeah, I don't see much liquidity right now. I don't see much. Let's see where price is to this area. Okay, yeah, this thing is just dropping. Yeah, I'll just wait for it to go into the zone. Because it's not like there's anything that could be like, okay, you know what, it's taking out these lows or whatever. It's just heading down to demand right now. Not really taking out any lows. This thing is just dropping. So maybe you can have a reaction in demand support. Demand support. That 4-hour order block is clean, above is clean on EU. Miss Jelly, that in on EU, yeah? Talking about EU? Yeah. Yeah, I want to see a deep pullback so we could get some sells. Because I feel like, you can't catch this move. So I feel like it's going to come back and then you could get that sell into this area and then it's whatever at that point. Gold, same thing. So I think that's it for London. I think London, the only thing was that move, that news move. Prediction on gold. Yeah, no prediction right now. There's no volume. There's nothing happening on gold, basically. Waiting for these lows to be taken out and then maybe look for some buys. But apart from that, I'm not waiting on the resistance anymore. This thing already, came down here. We can range, we can do whatever. So I think it's fair to say that's it for today, honestly. Maybe we should just end it here and then I'm gonna try to get some sleep. Maybe I could stream NYSC. And that would be a better idea. NYSC could start a stream again. Bro, I'm in Jamaica right now. I'm grinding. Nice stream. Hope to catch you again. Keep up. Keep getting the WC. Hey, Laser. Appreciate you, bro. Laser Crypto. Appreciate you, bro. Have a good day. Waiting for 3210 for reversal. 3210 for reversal. Okay. 3210. Why 3210? Waiting for 3210 for reversal. But 3210 is right here. For reversal, 3210. Okay, let's see. Okay, I see these lows over here, but I feel like if it's gonna come right here, it might as well just take these other lows out too. But I mean, it's okay if you take If it take maybe one or two and then have like a crazy bull candle, that's fine. I don't expect it to take everything on, but if it does, then that would be good. At least take these weeks out. This was the previous week, not last week, but the previous week, bottom week. Yeah, previous week's bottom week. You might as well take it out, yeah? It only makes sense to take it out and then just, keep going up 32.10. So maybe if not 32.10, let's say it just keeps dropping, then maybe 32, 32.02, 32.10, 32.02. Then it could probably try to get some confirmation. But I'm gonna definitely wait on confirmation because I'm not putting no faith in no price. I'm not putting, I don't know how you guys do it. Some people, they got their buy limit right here, bro. I'm like, man, damn. Every time I do that, it just goes right through. So I stopped doing that a long time ago. Tell us next play. If yes, that's good for my crypto. I need to know, gold, does it go down? Bro, can't tell. We just gotta see price action. We just gotta see. You just gotta see, bro. It is going down right now, though. If the only information I had was this, I would say yes. It is going down indeed. This is going down indeed. For this session at least. I can't speak for later or tomorrow. Break it. Alright, let's see if we can break it. Let's see if we can break it. You need to tell gold that, bro, not me. We need it, yeah. We need it. But I need it. Because it's not financial advice. Power of trend line. Okay, let's see. Rush on with the trend line. Hmm. Okay. Hmm. Man, I don't know how you do that trend line thing. Like when I see this, it look. I didn't see. It just looks the same to me without having the trend line. Without having the trend line, it looks the same. It looks the same. So you took this entry based off the trend line, or you took it based off it breaking that support? Which one did you prioritize first? Or is this like extra confirmation or what? Because I feel like for me, I would prioritize this breaking the support first, and then maybe the trend line is like some extra confirmation. But what is the difference with looking at the trend line versus looking at it respecting these previous highs on the lower time frame? What is the difference with seeing that it's respecting the previous highs on the lower time frame right here? Will it go past 32.10? Mostly you see hammer are doji on trend line. Hmm. Okay. Yeah, bro. I don't know about the trend line. I don't keep up with the trend lines. Raja didn't really do trend lines, so I just haven't used trend lines. The only thing I do is I just look at it. Look at it. Okay, let's see. He said this one was a paper. All right, let's see if it's gonna hold. Man, I lucky feel like gold. I lucky feel like gold maybe go up and make a better resistance before breaking those lows. I feel like gold will do something like that. You know that markets will go to zero and all will transfer to crypto soon. You know that markets will go to zero? Really? If you have an AI, you need digital. Bro, what year are we in? Bro, don't rush it. Man, you will see. bro. I don't put it, yeah, anything possible. Maybe that can happen. No, bro, I'm not laughing. I'm not laughing. I don't think it's impossible. I don't think it's impossible, bro. But right now, if that thing is gonna go to zero, we just gotta adjust. We just gotta adjust to, we gotta be early. We gotta adjust and be early if everything's gonna go to crypto. I feel like that's gonna be a huge transition though, bro. Cause not every. I feel like there's always gonna be cash though, no matter what. Cause not everywhere has access to crypto and internet and all that stuff, bro. So it's gonna take a long time for that full transition to happen, and everything will be transparent. Trust me, it won't go overnight, but it will be transferred to crypto. Okay, yeah, I agree with you. It's already, bro. It's already happening right now. It's slowly happening right now. You can go places and buy cars using crypto. It's really better than stupid money, because cash is really a scam, bro. Is this gold? Yeah, this is gold. Man, bro, I don't trust gold right now. Okay, I don't trust gold. We will transition step by step in 4 years. All right, so we gotta be prepared, bro. We gotta start buying crypto. Buy some crypto and hold it for the next 4 years. Then that's what you gotta do, bro. Just buy it and hold it. If I am going anywhere, I've been in crypto for 10 years, and it's just an aid to the financial system. Yeah, I feel so too. I feel like it's gonna be exactly that, an aid. But I always have gold. I always have cash. I mean, I did 25% on my bag in 2 days. Nice. That's insane. Yeah, that's insane, bro. All right, let's see what gold is doing. Man, gold is. I think we should call it here and come back at NYSE. I want to help. Sure, bro. What you got to offer? What value can you bring to the charts? And gold, we just gotta wait. GJ, gotta wait on that nice pullback on GJ. Yeah, so beautiful. GJ is looking good. GJ is looking good. So I want to see GJ pull deep. You know what? I'm willing to give GJ a second chance too. I want to see GJ pull deep and make that nice engulfing candle. So EJ should be pulling back too. Let's keep an eye on EJ just because. The lows on EJ look a lot better though. Could take out all of this stuff. Yeah. Let's see, what time can this happen? Trying to see if I could wake up. Let's see, H4. Okay. So if not this one, we have another area down here too. Let's see if we could pull it up. Yeah, I want to see these lows out, bro. GJ has a lot of potential. I want to see these lows out. Because there's no way we're going to just get another support and this thing keeps going up. Hey, thanks for the stream, man. So boring without live trading. Yeah, bro. But take care too, bro. Take care. I'm gonna be up later. Maybe I stream, maybe I'm just in a Discord. We'll see. I promise you will never touch gold again. Alright, bro, we just gotta see. We just gotta adjust whenever the time is. Just gotta make that adjustment. We just gotta make that adjustment. AU, let's see what AU is doing. Yeah, GJ is looking good. Need a nice correction on GJ. H4. You know, we still got a lot of work to do. We have demand, bro. We've been making demand since Friday, so we haven't taken out any lows. So we gotta be super careful on GJ. You gotta get that liquidity. Gotta take lows out, you know? Look what happened right here. You know, you took all this stuff out, price went up, took all this stuff out, respected demand, support, demand, whatever. Then it kept going up. And you see this, you see what happened right here? Remember this? And then the same thing happened on Friday right here. So this was confirmation on Friday. Came down and took this low out. Took this low out, and then price respected this this push to the upside. And then it did the same thing on the lower time frame, and I was like, you know what, let's execute right here. So I'm trying to see if we can do that again, you know, up here before breaking this high on the, we got these levels over here. Not, maybe not break, but at least, you know, maybe that could be a target. That could be a nice target. Is that GJ? This is, yeah, this is JPY. Still feel like you can do a little bit more on the upside. You know, let's check. Let's see some correlation here. EJ. Let's check UJ. Let's see. Same thing on UJ. Got to get a correction. You can't buy right now because this is, you know, this thing already pushed up. Same thing on UJ. You got to clear these lows. Sometimes it don't happen, but if it does, that's good. Gold, nothing happening on gold. GPY against pound. Against pound. Yeah, somewhere in here, wherever that support happens. Preferably this one. This is a good little demand right here, but if it goes deeper, that's fine. That's fine as well. It don't really matter. Like, as long as you get that confirmation, then I'm gonna be interested. So I'm gonna keep GJ at the top of my list, yo. GJ and EJ, same thing. So I'm gonna just do GJ. Let's check NAS real quick. Nothing on NAS. Gold. Okay, GJ alert just went off, so you know that's a start. Gotta set another alert. Gotta set another alert. See if it's gonna take these lows. Or let's set one down here, because this is some crazy volume right now. Let's set one down here. Yeah, GJ, bro. I don't know if I should sleep or not. Can't miss this setup. But I'm gonna get some sleep though, cause we gotta be up for NYC. Anyways, I'm gonna call it here. What chart them? GJ, Ponyang. Waiting on these lows to be taken out on GJ. Gold, waiting on the lows as well to be taken out before looking for buys. We're just waiting for some correction over here. It's Monday. We just had news. It's Monday, so gotta let price actually, you know, do its thing before you make a decision. What pair? Ponyang. This is Ponyang. We're only looking at Ponyang and gold right now. So let's move this alert somewhere down here. Yeah, this thing is looking good. This thing is looking decent. I don't like that tweezer though. Let's see. Anyways, I'm gonna call it here. I'll see you guys at NYSC or in the Discord. I'm not sure yet. I might stream, I might not stream NYSC. Let's just see. But there's nothing right now. It makes no sense sitting and just waiting. Full port Monday. Nah, bro. Yeah, it makes no sense. Just, there's, you know, I don't know. There's nothing to do. You gotta just set the alert. Gold is just, it's whatever. Can't do much right here. GJ, same thing. So it's a nice short stream. We've been live for like 2 hours. So there's no point pushing this thing until New York. Full port Monday, bro. There's no full port over here. Reversal? Yeah, let's wait. On what, GJ? You think GJ is reversing or gold? I sold at 32.24. Nice. Reversal on what, bro? Ace. Abba. Abba double. Abba double. 1952. 195236. All right. One nine five two 3-6. All right, so you're saying reversal. You're saying reversal. I mean, you're saying reversal, but I'm saying pullback. Because there's no confirmation yet. There's no confirmation yet. Even if I was looking for sells, I wouldn't be looking for sells anywhere here. I'll wait for some price action below, below all of this stuff, below all this demand. Right now, it's just demand. This thing is pushing up. Because if this was the only information you had, the only time frame you had, like, you would probably wait for more price action before you sell. Yeah, I'm still seeing pullback. I'm waiting for these lows to be taken out. Abba. If I'm gonna look for sells, I need to see price. I need to see structure below here. Not just price action, but just some structure too. But yeah, that's it. I'm gonna see you guys later. I'm gonna be in the Discord though, so you guys can share the Discord. Robert, hey, appreciate the gift, Robert. And Nagu. I don't know how to pronounce your name, bro, but appreciate the gift. See you guys in Discord. Stay safe. I'm gonna end the stream right here. Nothing happening today on Goldie. No proper confirmation. It's just taking its little time. Okay, yeah. You just gotta wait. It's a reversal. We still got some highs to be taken out, so let's see. I just followed you. Hey, Abba, appreciate it, bro. I'm live every day, bro. Right now, every day. Tomorrow I'm gonna be on time as well for London Open. See that? Respect the trend line on gold on the 5-minute. Yeah, I saw that, bro. I saw that, Russian. Just respecting it. Respecting the trend line, respecting the highs too. I must defeat the market once. Bro, I must defeat the market once and for all. Who you confirm? Bro, you in the market at war or some like what you in the market have, bro? Say you're gonna defeat the market. I want to feed the market once and for all. How you confirm moving average? Oh man, bro, you guys are funny. How you confirm? You just gotta have a bias and wait for that confirmation. You gotta have a bias. You gotta have a bias. That's the first thing. I got a sell bias. I had a sell bias. I didn't get my confirmation. I didn't get my confirmation right here. Well, not even my confirmation. I needed my setup. I needed my resistance up here, and then I was just waiting on this pattern, but higher. That was my confirmation. That would have been my confirmation. You see all these candles, we had a big push, made resistance. These candles are a start to my confirmation. So that's what I would do to, execute on the next candle to continue the trend. What's up, bias? Man, Elton, you got a lot of work to do, bro. Bias is like where you think the market's gonna go, up or down. If you're looking for buys, that's your bias. You got a buy bias. So, man, these mosquitoes ain't no joke. Bro said he gonna defeat the market. Bro, you're not gonna defeat the market right now. You gotta know what's the bias and you gotta work on your confirmation. And they can defeat the market. Bro, right now the market gonna defeat you, bro. You gotta study. Study, and practice. See that respect thank you, man. Hey, no problem, bro. Just go on YouTube, bro. Just grind. Find one person and just stick to it. Reveal for an uptrend. Set the alert and go right here. Man, GJ is looking juicy. Reason why. Will Smith. Man, bro, I was just about to get off. Now you talking about Will Smith. Even after a week, you guys still say Will Smith, yeah? Reason why? What reason? Angel, what reason, bro? Reason why? So many gold USD on TikTok, because gold is popular. Gold is popular, bro. Gold is popular. Gold is super good. Gold, NAS. So people gonna be trading gold and NAS. I told you 195236. Gold is the queen. Gold is the queen, yeah. Charlatan. You took any trade on gold today? Gold blew my account my last year. Gold blew my account my last year. You saying gold blew your account last year, or you're saying gold blew your account last year? Then you gotta just go back. You gotta start back. Don't give up. Maybe gold didn't blow your account, but maybe you blew your account. Because gold don't really know what's going on. You blew your account, bro. You blew your account on gold. That's it. Only started with 100 euro now, and yes, I agree, bro. You blew 100, bro. If you blew 100, bro, just look at that as your administration fee. Just look at that as it, bro. You got people blowing thousands out here, bro. Honestly, bro, I would wish I only blew $100 when I started. Bro, $100, bro. Come on, that's admission fee. That is just, that's like appetizer, bro. You pay way more than that to go to school. Honestly, bro, if you master this skill set, I'm telling you, bro, like, can't compare. So don't look at it like that. if you can remember what happened last year, bro, like, you know, it's just lessons upon lessons upon lessons. I made 50 on that 100. Nice. Yeah, bro. Don't look at it as blow. You didn't really lose it. You learned something from it. So that's just what you gotta do. It's always a learning process. Every time you lose, it's a learning process. Especially if you're journaling, bro, and you'll be like, oh man, what happened? Even when you do stuff you shouldn't do, it's always a process because you know you ain't gonna do it again, you know? So that's what matters the most, bro. Even if you lose $1,000, $2,000 is nothing. Man, you pay, that's one semester. That's just one semester, bro. Like, you gotta pay your dues. I mean, a lot of people that start trading and think they're just gonna start and make it and just make money. Nah, bro. You gotta go through it. I get greedy. You see, yeah. So it's really you. You know, at least you can admit. At least you can admit. Oh, what's happening on gold over here? At least you can admit that you got greedy and you're able to, you know, identify that. Okay, someone said 30, 32.10. Was it ABBA? Was it ABBA? 32.10. Oh, you said you told me. Someone said it. Reversal for an uptrend. Oh yeah, ABBA did say that. Let's see. Crazy stuff. Can't trust gold on themselves. Is that it? 32.10. Man, we were about to get off, but we got to lock in right now. We were about to get. I was about to get off, but we got to lock in. Bro, check US 30. Let's see US 30. After gold take these highs out, will gold take these highs out, or it's gonna keep pushing them? Sean, you get greedy. Sean said you get greedy. Can't get greedy, bro. You gotta just chill. Come back another day. Man, gold just rejected right here. See where gold reacted. Gold reacted at exactly 3208. 3208. Let's check US 30 real quick. US 30. I mean, it's looking like Nasdaq. Can't do anything on US 30 either. Can't do anything on US 30. I feel like if you want to look for buys, you know, at least wait for these lows to be taken out or something, or some pullback, better pullback. Can't do anything on this thing. This thing has been pushing up for the past 2 hours. I'd wait for pullbacks. If you're waiting on, if you're holding a buy bias, I'd wait on pullback. Got a lot of pullback to do. Let's see gold. All right, so let's clear some stuff up. All right, you know what? Let's see. Let's keep our eye on gold. Bro, I was just about to get off, so let's see what can happen. Hello guys, next. Hey, what's up? No, next zone to break 32, 31. Yeah, I got that zone right here too. So I'm just waiting to see. Let's see what information we can get over here. It's still early in this candle. Bro, Roshan, this thing just disrespected that trend line. It just disrespected this trend line, bro. Trend line broken. Yeah, can't be impulsive. You gotta wait on confirmation. Gotta wait for the candle to close. Gotta wait for all that stuff, bro. Honestly, I'm still not looking for buys, so I'm gonna call it right here. I'm gonna see what happens later, and then I'll make a decision on what I'm gonna. Trump should be president forever, bro. You think so? That is a bold statement to say. Honestly, bro, like, bro, that is like saying like, honestly, when there's war, the market moves. So basically, it's like saying, bro, there should be war forever, you know? Bro, this you got real people going through problems with these moves over here. You know, we trading it on a screen, but you got real people being affected by, like I said, the tariffs and stuff like that, bro. The market movement is not, it ain't no joke. You know, even we as traders, we bring no value to even society in terms of like, you got real people having issues over here, bro. Bro, talking about when Trump should be president forever because the market moving. You should see when there's war, what happened. You know, people make money from war in the market, but market ain't no joke, bro. People really be struggling on here. Even with Ukraine and not Ukraine, what's it called? Israel and Palestine. The market moved when there was war, bro. The market moved, but that is not a good thing. Anyways, I'm gonna call it here. I'm gonna call it right here, bro. If you want to take aggressive buys on the next candle, that's up to you. But I'm waiting. I'm still waiting for a deeper resistance. I'm still holding on to them cells. We still got low. Still got work to do down here. So I'm gonna check this thing in like 2 hours. It's moving. Yeah, let's see. I'm gonna check this thing in 2 hours and see what happened. So I'll see you guys later.